everybody, it's Christy. Happy Tuesday. It is Valentine's Day Eve. I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to hop on because I'm giving you guys a sneak peek of my special big project that I've been working on. And you know what, guys? I'm not gonna lie. I am so late with this. I wanted to do this back in January, and something just kept coming up, and something just kept coming up, and it just kind of fell down the line of the priorities. So I am hoping that it's actually going to be ready by tomorrow. So you are going to come on and watch me finish part of it up. And then it is something that it's kind of like a building type thing. So I'll show you guys and then we'll talk about it. Hi, Peggy. How are you? Good evening. I am back. I am here. Okay. So you guys, I made giant, you see these? I made giant conversation hearts. Okay? So I made 3 of these bad boys. I made them from cardboard. Hi, Marlene. I made them from cardboard. I got the, you know, like the borders that's on the, like the school bulletin boards and stuff. I used that to be in between, so it's kind of like, so it looks like a big giant, and I didn't paint this. I don't know if I'm going to. I'm not sure if I'm going to yet or not, but I made it to where it's like thick. It almost looks like an ice cream sandwich, right? So I did my lettering today. I was very, very picky about my lettering. It's very, very hard. Yes, I do have a big heart. It's very, very hard to do the stenciling. I don't have like special fancy magnolia stencils or anything like that. I don't even know if they make them that big, but I decided I was going to go ahead and just do the regular stencils. And then I did the red lettering just like it is on a regular little conversation heart. And then I'm going to kind of zoom this in. So you guys see that? Do you guys see the texture on this? So basically what I did was I mixed up, hello Lucy, hello beautiful friend, you are beautiful friend too. I mixed up the baking soda with acrylic paint. So you guys know on Saturday, if you did not get to see that live, I made like this peach like foam heart, and what I did was I put some texture in it. So I added some regular baking soda to my acrylic, and it made it have like a powdery look. So that's how I got the texture on there. Okay, so we are gonna just kind of finish these up. I already got them stenciled out. Now I did videotape this process, so my plan is to post a full tutorial / video on how I created everything. And obviously I'm not going to get a lot of video from this, but that's okay. So when I'm putting the rest of it together tonight or tomorrow, I'll show you guys. And then of course we'll do our final reveal, and I'll probably do the final reveal on camera, like live, so you guys can see it all put together. So let me show you the other 3 that I made, and we are finishing those up on live today. And then if we get done in time, I might make something else that I've got pulled up. I hope I can see all your live. I'm having trouble with Facebook. Oh, it keeps freezing. I am so sorry. I know a lot of people have had that problem. So this one is actually pretty much done as far as the paint and everything. But you guys, this is just cardboard. Now for the template, I did use the hearts from, not Dollar Tree, but for the template, I used the hearts from Hobby Lobby, the big, here, it looks like this, just so you guys know. Which I plan on, you know, obviously run out of time, but that doesn't mean we can't use it the rest of the year. So at least we have some hearts to use. So that's that one. Okay, so this one is done. So that's that one, right? So this is, I'm going to put this one behind me so you guys can see. And if you guys want the colors, if you guys want to do one too and you want the colors, let me know. Thank you for sprinkling. Thank you so much, you guys, for sprinkling. Okay, this is the yellow one, and it says Kiss Me. Your crafting looks so pretty. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, so basically what I want to do is I want to get rid of the imperfections in, and I know when you actually look at a conversation heart, it's really not so perfect. Like it's kind of like printing on a heart. Like that must be really hard. I'd have to like, my husband loves that show, How It's Made, like with that narrator guy. And he's watched that show for years and years and years. And I'm going to ask him if he's ever seen one that says that was like making a conversation heart. Because it's going to be hard, right? Because you have to like mix up the bag and you have to put up all those letters and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But even though it's kind of like imperfected like an actual conversation heart, I wanted it to be a little bit more cleaner. So that's why I'm adding the white around here. So that's what we're going to work on tonight. And we're just going to chit chat. So I hope you guys are having a good one. Let me get this started over here. And then if we have some time, I'm going to go ahead and just do another cute little craft with you guys. So I am just using a white paint marker. This came from a set that I got at Michael's. Actually, my son gave me this set, but I'm just going to kind of go around with straight edges and make it a little bit more cleaner looking, with like a little border around. And I think it'll just look a little bit better this way. Now, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go ahead and at least put some finishing on this. Hi, Missy. How are you? Hey, Sandra. What's up, girl? I'm so glad you're on. I miss you. I miss seeing you craft. All right, so what I'm probably going to do is I am probably going to put some sealant on this just so kind of it seals. And you guys, what I'm doing with these is, does anybody want to guess what I'm doing with these big hearts? I know if you guys saw my video, you might have a little bit of a clue. I don't know if I told all of you what I was doing. I know I told some of you. But anybody have any guesses? Hi, Dawn. What's up, Dawn? You were cracking me up the other day. Howdy, Dawn. Okay. Anybody know? Anybody have any guesses what I'm doing with these hearts? So let me show you the other one. Because I did 3 all together, you guys. Oop, I went a little bit in on that one, but that's okay. And then this is the other one, which obviously my glue fell apart. So I am going to have to re-glue this one. But this is the other one. Dang Gators. Hello, Cheryl Thompson. How are you? I miss you. I'm filming short videos and we'll be live probably on Friday. Yay! I'm so happy about that. Hey there, Cheryl. Okay. So you see the big conversation heart behind me. That's what I've been working on. If you guys just joined me, you see the texture on it. Ooh, you can see it in that light pretty good, right? You see the texture? So they're like big, huge conversation hearts. So right now I'm just painting the borders and I wanted to do it a little bit on live with you. That's right, Cheryl. You're from Maryland. How's Maryland today? I'm going to glue that baby together. I've got my glue gun together too. Thank you so much for sprinkling me, Cheryl, out. I appreciate it. Or sprinkling me out, Cheryl. Oh my gosh, I tried to like talk in front of myself. There we go. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting that white border around it just so, you know, it looks a little bit more cleaner. As you guys know, sometimes we get some of those the sweet tarts conversation hearts that aren't always so pretty. But for a project like this, I wanted to kind of give it some cleaner lines. So I'm just tracing it with you guys. Yes. So the way I got the texture is I mixed some baking soda with acrylic paint. And that peach color that you see behind me here, I actually mixed together some orange creamsicle or tangerine. No, that wasn't the one. It was orange sherbet and Princess Pink, which is, do I have it over here? Princess Pink from Apple Barrel. So these are the 2 colors I mixed together to kind of get that peach. It's like a peaches shape, color, not shape. And the other ones were this yellow. I have them right here. They almost took a whole little bottle, almost. This one's a light yellow, so it's like a pastel. I don't know if you guys can really see. It actually came out a little bit more vibrant, but that's okay. We had horrible thunderstorms last night, and then we woke up to about 3 inches of snow. Wow. But then the sun came out. Imagine that, the sun came out. And then the blue one is cloudless. And these are apple barrel ones that I'm using. And that's the blue one down there. We'll do the blue one in a minute. So yes, so I basically mixed that. I just eyeballed it in these little cups with some baking soda, and then that's how I got the texture on it. So what I did was I cut out the big hearts. I cut out 6 of them because I made 3 of the big conversation hearts, and then I cut out 6 of them together, and I used that. It's kind of like a corrugated cardboard in between. This is what I burned myself on Saturday because I glued them kind of to make them look like a sandwich. So they look like a big conversation heart. I didn't use spray paint because I really wanted this texture look on them. I could go back and spray paint the sides of them, but I just feel like what I'm going to use it for, it may not be necessary. I'm going to see what it looks like, and then I might decide to paint it. Who knows? But I actually want to get it up and going by tomorrow, because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I love these conversation hearts. Thank you. Do you love just the conversation hearts or these specifically? I'm actually not a huge fan of the taste of those. I think it's the powdery taste that kind of gets in my mouth. But these are like the #1 candy for like, I almost said Halloween. These are like the #1 candy that you see like for the holiday, for actual Valentine's Day. And a lot of times you'll see the kids, you know, with like a little bag of them or a little box, give them away to their friends at school. So I just wanted to, because they're so representational for this particular holiday, that I just had a very, very big idea to do some type of DIY. So did I have any guesses up here? I eat only the orange ones, Cheryl. You're so funny. VD all the way. Yes. Hello, Debbie Leah. It's good to see you on my live. I don't know if you've come on before, but welcome if I have missed you before. Facebook doesn't always give me the comments, so I appreciate that you are here. We are working on our big conversation heart that I'm making. And of course, I love Hershey Kisses. Of course. Yes. Hershey Kisses all the way. They're so good. So good. I love chocolate. I just love any kind of chocolate. If you guys didn't get to watch my my faux chocolate hearts that I made out of the little molds, I don't know if I have them up here right now, but I did make them, the little faux chocolates, and I painted them brown, and I put like pink on them, and we put them in these little tins. You got to go back and watch that live. It's a really good one. And I basically kind of showed you, because obviously there's dry time, but I basically showed you from start to finish what to do. So I am just going to come in and just kind of make this where the imperfectness is, and just kind of fill it in with like a little border of this white, just so it kind of pops and stands out, because we do want it to stand out. So I always love chocolate when I craft I always have chocolate when I craft my bed. Oh my God, Cheryl, that's so funny. So, Sandra likes that as well. She's from Country Family Roots, and if you're not following her, you should. But she actually has chocolate in her craft room too. Don't you, Sandra? You like to eat chocolate when you craft too. Now, I do have to kind of shake this up, and just sometimes it's going to take, because that red is so vibrant, it comes through. So I may have to go over like another coat just so it's not so pink, and the red does bleed a little bit. But I actually just put the lettering on today. So this has actually been in my mind since January, and it's just been thrown in the back of like my priority pile. But because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, I have to finish. So I'm determined to finish, even if I am up all night. Hopefully I won't be. Yes, laugh out loud. Feeling thankful that we did the Valentine's over weekend. Usually leave those last minute. Oh, yes, that's awesome. I remember the night before. I don't know how many poor families are going to be up tonight doing their Valentine's, but I do remember those days when my kids were little Missy, and boy, oh boy, I had to sit down and do 3 kids, and you have 5, so I'm very thankful for you as well. Oh my goodness. But it's fun times, and I miss those times, so, you know, it's one of those, it's kind of like that last minute homework Eliana told you about, right? I don't miss those days either. You miss them, but you don't, you know, it's one of those. How many of you whose kids said, oh, I forgot my homework at the last minute, or it's due tomorrow? How many people have heard those words? Hi, Mom. I am so glad I discovered you. Love watching you create. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. That's awesome. This was actually something really, really big that I've been working on. And I've had it in my head and I've been slowly working on it. I do have a full-time job, and then I'm a wife and a mom and everything else. So everything else just kind of gets in the way. But I'm determined to finish this tonight. So my husband is going to come home and he's going to help me. And I am going to tell you what we are doing. So I'm going to wait until I finish this K, which I am almost done, and then I will kind of show you what I'm doing, or I'll demonstrate what I am doing, just so you guys can see. And I am sorry I am late. I got an important phone call right before I was supposed to pop on. Like, I was ready to hit that live button, and I got an important phone call. So I had to take that phone call. It was pretty important. Okay, so almost there. So how many of you look at this, is almost KC colors. How many of you watched the Super Bowl? Did y'all watch the Super Bowl? I didn't really have a favorite team. I just watched it to watch. But it was a good game at the end. It was kind of boring. Very close the first, you know, two quarters. But that last quarter was like, woo! I don't think I've ever seen a football game go into OT as far as like the Super Bowl goes, right? And we actually watched the Nickelodeon version because it just brought us back to like when my son was little. He used to always watch SpongeBob, and Dora was on there, and now she's like AI. She doesn't even look the same, but you can tell it's Dora because she's got her backpack and map. And they were like sliming the field and the players like with the AI. It was kind of cool. Yes, it was. I know in our area, and my husband works for the cable company, so he was telling me this last night. So in our area, and I know my friend Sharon was telling me this last night as well, something happened with the local CBS station, and right as they like were making that like last play, like before it went into OT, like the whole network like shut out, like right at like the craziest part of the game. And I don't know if that happened to anybody else, but it happened in our area, and people called in, and like they were busy yesterday because they were like, hey, our cable didn't work for the Super Bowl, you know, and of course they want their refund or whatever. But it was just funny because it's like it happened on like all these other networks, but it didn't happen on Nickelodeon. We got to see it all. Nothing happened on Nickelodeon. It was kind of cool. It was a great game, and it was pretty nice ending. It was boring in the beginning. Yes, I agree. But I do love the commercials, and I was a fan because I actually liked and sort of loved part of that halftime show because I grew up with some of that music. So it was like, took me back to the days, but I loved the skate part. The skate part was pretty awesome. Didn't happen to us. That's really weird. Yes, it did happen in some areas though, but I think it was just like maybe our local network. Okay, so you guys, here is the second Conversation Heart. And Missy said, yeah. Okay, so this is the first, or it's not going to go in a certain order, but this is our second one that I made, all right? You ready for some baseball, Cheryl? We have the Tampa Bay Rays in this area. So, okay, I'm going to put it right here. So, you guys, this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to reveal it to you. I am going to stack these hearts, and I'll have the blue one up here, and I am making a topiary for my porch. So that's what we're going to do with these big old hearts. Now, I am going to probably spray a finish on these because this is paint. It is going to be outdoors. Now, my porch is like covered. So if we get really bad weather, I obviously will probably pull this inside. But I am going to try to keep these for at least a couple years in good shape, and I'm going to pull that out every Valentine's Day. So this is why I wanted to start in January, so I had it up, but I will have this ready and going for you tomorrow. So you guys can see it. My husband is going to come home and help me. I know you guys can't hear me. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you my back. My husband's going to come home and help me because if you saw my reel where I took everybody out to Lowe's because I got a big, huge idea in my head, yes, that was what the reel was about. So my husband's going to come home and cut the PVC pipe to size, and I have a big planter, and I actually got an azaleas to go around the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate a pool noodle in between those hearts to kind of make it look like a bead. So, well, that's my plan anyway. That is the plan. So we shall see what happens. Okay, so part of this did fall apart because this was the one that I kind of got burned on, so I got scared and I just kind of quit with the glue gun. So I am going to glue gun this really quickly. And when you do, I will say, if you guys want to try a project like this, because basically all I used was cardboard, I will suggest if you are going to do this, do the glue part very, very quickly, because that's probably what happened, is that glue kind of dried before I was able to go all the way around. And I'm just going to come around. Yeah, this is probably what happened, but if you happen to have two of you and two glue guns, you could even try that. Like, I wish my daughter was here. I'd tell her to grab my other glue gun and do the other side, but she's in her room and I didn't think about it. Okay. So as long as you've got most of it put together. Now, how am I going to do this, you ask? Well, I'm going to do it very carefully. So what I'm going to do is I have the X-Acto knife tool right here, and I am going to measure. Basically, I'm going to figure out how I'm positioning the hearts, because I'm going to have them just kind of go each way up, and I only have 3. I wanted to do 4, but I'm going to do 3 to see how this works. Hi, Nicholas. How are you? Oh, it sounds cute. Do you have finger protectors? They do help. Yes, I did have finger protectors when I was outside doing the glue, but I was using my Ryobi, which is a very heavy duty glue gun, which is what I use to put them together. This one just messed up a little bit because I did get burned. What happened was I was pulling the glue and I was positioning my hand, and like the glue kind of like, it wasn't the glue gun, but it was like, it's hard to explain. Like it kind of shot out the other way, or like where my hand was, I was supposed to be going the other way because I was kind of like coming around like this. But anyways, I did burn myself and it was pretty steamy and painful, but I got over it. It was okay. So, I might actually cut this part down a little bit because it is showing a little bit. So I will probably cut that down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put like a few, like a hole here and a hole here, like on the opposite side. So the PVC pipe will go through, and then I will have my pool noodle kind of also as a base around the PVC pipe. That is the plan. Like I said, that's the project we're working on. And my husband's going to cut my PVC pipe, so I'll be able to finish tomorrow. And then I'll put it on my porch. And honestly, guys, Valentine's Day or not, I'm going to leave it up there for the rest of the month. So, yes, I do have my strawberry shortcake on. Okay. So, enough of the glue. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. So, You have some great ideas? Well, thank you. I know that one just kind of came to me and I was like, I'm going to do this. And I have been filming it, so I will be posting, you know, the whole how I did it. You know, probably as a reel, and then I'll probably make a little tutorial video too for it. So it's a little cool here today in Florida. Yesterday was like, it was 80. It was like oddly hot for February, but it comes and goes. So tomorrow I'm sure will be warm again. So I'm not complaining. Nope, nowhere near am I complaining. So, but you guys, if you want to do this for yourselves as well, I just use the heart from, you can use the one from Dollar Tree. Yes, Valentine's Day, all month. That's right. Because the world needs a little bit more love. That is for sure. You can use the heart from Dollar Tree and just cut up, you know, whatever boxes you have, your Amazon boxes, or if you have like something big that you ordered. Actually, it's funny because I have a box from my husband got me for Christmas. He got me an adjustable desk for work so that I can stand and work and not just sit all day. And it goes up and down and it's pretty cool. And it came in a big long box. And when he went to go throw away the box, I was like, no, don't throw away that box. I need that box. He laughs at me now. He doesn't even question it. He's just like, all right, get it out of here. Don't let me see it. So then I hide all my materials. Hello, Crafty Nan and Carol. How are you? We're making big conversation hearts. This is for my big project that I'll be finishing up tomorrow. And I will post it on my page so you guys can see. I am making a big giant conversation heart. Oh, it is good morning to you. And it's happy Valentine's Day for you over there. Do you guys celebrate Valentine's Day in Australia? I'm pretty sure it's all over. Probably more popular in some places than others. So it's leap year, is it not? Is it not leap year? My birthday is September 15th and always tell my family that it's my birthday month. Yes, I do the same thing, Cheryl. August 1st, I put that crown on and I wear it. My birthday's August 23rd, but August 1st is when I start celebrating. That's right. I'm saying. And yesterday was my mom's birthday, so thank you so much to everybody that posted and told her happy birthday. So we had a wonderful party for her last week. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of keep going on this and we'll chit chat. That's right, it is good morning. So yeah, I think it is leap year. So I've got some fun leap year trivia for you that I know because one of my best friends used to live in Japan while her husband was over there serving, and she actually shared some pretty interesting information. So on leap year, it is kind of customary in Japan for a woman to propose to her man. Kind of opposite of what we're used to here in the States. And it's only on leap year is when it's tradition. So it's only on February 29th. So isn't that funny? I just think that's hilarious. Oh, they're saying happy birthday. I'm good, thank you. I'm enjoying my day off. Yes, we do Valentine's Day, but I really don't celebrate anymore. It's too old. Oh, wait, anymore? I'm too old? Oh, okay, laugh out loud. Oh, well, that's okay. As long as most people say we celebrate it all year long, and that's pretty much what we do too. Ram has done many, many times where he's come home for flowers for me for no reason and just to say I love you, or he just gets me a card that says thank you or whatever. And we're used to just, telling each other that. But he does pretty much show up and show out for it most of the time. Even today, he was like, is there something you want for Valentine's Day? You know what tomorrow is, right? And I was like, yeah, I know what tomorrow is. But we just had so much going on. I didn't really expect anything. And I didn't do a whole lot. I have like a little thing for him that I'm going to do. You are never told to celebrate. Oh, Carol's funny. Carol is she's one of my followers, and she has a crafting page too. So you have to go follow her, obviously, because of her name. But she's in Australia, Cheryl. So if you're not following her, go ahead and hit that like button. So I know this is pretty, this is probably getting a little tiresome and boring. I did try to do a little bit ahead of time, but I just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys and craft. I was going to make another little craft, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish this. And then you guys will, I'm going to go live for the final reveal tomorrow. I'll probably use one of my breaks for work, so it'll be short and sweet, but I'll show you guys what it's going to go with and everything. Yes, that's the thing in the UK too, when it's leap year. Not sure about here in Australia. Oh, really? So they do it in the UK too. Oh, okay. I heard it was Japan. And it was so funny because when we were trying to buy the house, because most of you know I just got married. So when we were, I'm going to say boyfriend because we were only fiance for like 2 weeks. So my boyfriend and I were trying to buy a house because my landlord was selling, and we didn't really want to buy the condo because it needed so much, and they really wanted a lot of money for it, and it came with the HOA, and we just didn't like the HOA. And anyway, long story short, we wanted to buy a house, and he actually qualified for the VA loan, which is better to do because you don't have to have all that extra insurance, and it's a better rate, and you don't have to have a down payment, and it was definitely the way to go because of his benefits for being VA. So basically, long story short, in order for my income to work with it, we had to be married per the VA. So that's not why we did it, but it kind of was the reason why we did it kind of quick. So he proposed, I think, the second week of, maybe the first week of September. I don't remember. And then we were married. We had just a little private little ceremony with a few people. And I've posted pictures on here, but we got married on the first day of fall on September 23rd. So 9/23/9/23. So this will be our first Valentine's Day married. Thank you. Do you have a page? Oh yeah, Cheryl, do you have a page? I didn't even ask. I forgot how you found me, Cheryl. How did you find me? Did you find me through the groups? I love doing the groups. And the groups are a lot of work. They're a lot of work, and I appreciate all the work that goes into those groups and all the girls that work very hard because it's like a second job. I don't know if you guys even know that, how to, coordinate everybody as on time and, help and support each other. It's a lot of work. It's another full-time job, basically. So tell me, you guys, do you like the white border? I mean, I'm not going to change it now, but would you do yours with a white border, or would you do, I see you, Sandra. It's very true, though. It's very true. Would you guys do yours with a white border, or would you just leave it with like, would you just leave it with like the red like that? I just like the cleaner look. One of my friends told me about you. Oh, okay. I got you, Cheryl. I got you. I'm glad they told you about me. I've been doing my page more consistently lately, but I've been doing my page for about a year. So I've had fun with it. I've watched many wonderful crafters, and I do run a small business. I have an Etsy shop. I do craft shows, and I've basically been crafting all my life. So I just do a little side hustle here and there to get a little extra money. Missy, how did your craft show go? I meant to ask you. I meant to message you the other day about something. I forgot what it was now. I hope you did good with your craft show. Your booth looks so cool. Oh, I wanted to share your post on your market find. Or, wait a minute. That wasn't a, was it a market find? Your little rack that you got? So you all, my cousin has a page, and I'll probably post it again for the new people. But she does crochet. She lives in New York. And she's got all different things on her pages. That's so interesting. And she found this rack. I think she got it for free. And she got to put her critters on there for crochet. And Missy, if you're commenting, I can't see it. Oh, there you go. It didn't go well. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know some of those are hit or miss. But hey, I mean, you got to keep going. You can't let that stop you. That's what I say. I will say, I have chosen not to go back to my old venue that I used to go to. It was a very hard decision, but I needed to make this decision because of the way I was treated. So I'll just say that. I won't bring all the drama on here, but I basically needed to do what I needed to do. Some of you know the story. But unfortunately, my business relationship with them ended after 2 years, which was really sad. But, oh, the wrap goes behind a liquor store. The kids were embarrassed that I was garbage picking. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. You know what, Missy, I'm just going to say this. Missy's my cousin, y'all, so I know my mom and her mom are sisters. I'll just say this. You ask your mom if she has any stories for you when she was with Aunt Kathy, garbage picking. She might remember them. Or she blocked them from her memory. Who knows? But I think I remember a story of the two of them. But hey, some people find some good stuff. Do you guys ever watch those videos of what people find in like the TJ Maxx dumpsters and everything? I will say one thing. I don't know what the laws are, so you got to check with your local laws. But I know my daughter once told me that her and a friend went into the Bath and Body Works dumpster, and they had found a bunch of candles and stuff. So, hey, at least they're not out doing worse things. That's all I'm saying. As long as they were, you know, careful, they weren't hurting anybody, they're not making any money, they just got some good candles out of it. But there are people that actually do that for a living. And it is sad what people throw away, because that could be donated, but it's okay. I've got one more letter, and then I get to show you guys. The place to go to the dumpster diving is behind the craft stores. You wouldn't believe the stuff they throw out now. Oh, Cheryl, did you do any of the dumpster diving yourself? Hi, babe. I'm trying to find your page, Cheryl. Is it Crafty Fun with Cheryl? Oh, yes. You gotta put it in the comments, Cheryl. I'm probably not going to jumping in any dumpsters, but the rack was perfect for my craft shows. Yes, it was. It looks so good. I saw your setup, Missy. It was perfect. And now that thing will last you forever. And I love the way it looks like a little storefront. It's just so perfect for your stuff. I've not had any luck with that, but I did have my husband build me one for my display. Who knows? We might even vamp it up a little bit. It's very big and bulky though, but I have to do that because sometimes it gets windy here. But I know in New York, a lot of yours are inside, right, Missy? Keep trying. That's all I say. Keep trying. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Crafting Fun with Cheryl. Cheryl, I'm going to go ahead and follow you when I'm done here. And you can always come on your crafting page. I don't mind. The more the merrier. Some people like to, you know, come on their crafting page, and that's fine. My habit is I'm usually on my crafting page because I do more with my crafting page now than I do with my personal one. Every once in a while I'll post something on my personal one, but now I'm just always on my crafting page sharing stuff with you guys. It's become a habit. All right, one more letter and then we'll be done. I seem to do best with outdoor ones where there's other stuff going on for families. Yes. Yes. Because it brings in traffic, right? I know what you mean, because those bring in traffic and they bring in kids. And usually when they walk by your booth, they can't say no to your critters. I love it. We have a friend that does crochet here, and she makes the cutest stuff, and she usually banks at some of those outdoor ones. But yes, it does bring in traffic, so that's good. Okay, so we are just about done. I am just finishing up this last letter. And you guys feel free to use this idea. And you don't have to make a big topiary like I'm doing. I'm just crazy enough to make a big topiary and put it outside. So thank you so much. Aw, you guys are great. But I really do love, I was not liking what I did yesterday with these letters. And I was like, oh, thank gosh, there's 2 sides to this so I can start over. If you guys wonder what I'm doing, I'm just wiping off the little bit of red that kind of bled through. And then I'm going over it with a little bit more white, so it doesn't look pink on the sides. And I'm doing this with like a glossy paper, so it kind of sticks to it a little bit. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not to you guys, but that's how I'm doing it. Okay, I can't wait to show you guys the reveal. I can't wait to see the reveal. This has been in my brain since January. Hi, babe. I'm just finishing up. Okay. How do you like it? And that message is for you. All right, guys. Hello, Sharon. Hello, hello. This is my big conversation heart. So if you're just joining, see the texture on there? Let me put it back on that light again. So it looks kind of powdery, right? So it's going to basically go like this. And I just love them. I'm going to spray them outside with some finish. But then we're just going to stack them on top of each other, which is going to be really hard to like do for you guys right now. But like, let's just pretend. We're going to pretend. So like, this is how it'll be, right? We're just going to like put that PVC pipe through there. And then I am going to put a pool noodle in between, so it kind of breaks it up. The pool noodle is pink, but I just love the way these turned out so far. Yes, I love the texture too. It really looks like, you know, that powdery look of like a sweet tart or conversation heart. I keep saying, isn't it Sweet Tarts that makes the conversation hearts? What company is it? It's Branches, right? What? Brock's. It's Brock's. That's what my husband said. He's very smart. I trust him. You love this? It's cute. Love the texture. So cute. That looks awesome. Yay. Okay. Well, that is what we are going to be finishing up. I will be starting a little bit finishing up tonight. So basically, I'm going to take my X-Acto knife after I figure out how I'm going to have them. I'm going to put them through the bottom, straight through, so that they have some, so they're all connected together. And I'm not going to glue it, you guys, because I'm going to make it to where hopefully I can get this to where I'll be able to take it apart and store it properly for, oh, where did I get the hearts? I made this from cardboard, Carol. Look, it's got, this is, here's a good example. Because this one I cut a little bit bigger, I guess, or something. Or I may have glued it a little bit too in. But this is just a cardboard box, which I am going to cut that a little bit. I'll trim it. But it's just a cardboard. I cut 2 hearts for each one. And then I put that corrugated cardboard. Corrugated. I can't talk tonight. I put that cardboard in between, but basically it's not really cardboard. What I found at Hobby Lobby, because that stuff was so expensive. I couldn't believe it. But what I found was the border that goes around the school boards, like when you go to like back to school night and stuff, and they got like, you know, their class decorated, the board, that border, it's got like that ribbed look to it. I cut off like the wave part to it, and that's gonna all be in the video because I'm making a whole video of it all. And I glued that in between to make it, you know, this size. So it's nice. And this is it's pretty sturdy. And I did have to re-glue it a little bit because I used my my heavy duty Ryobi, that's how I say it anyway, Ryobi glue gun for it. So just be careful when you're using those glue guns. But I mean, this, you could obviously make one of these and just prop it on your fireplace mantle, and that would look so cute. I'm so glad you love them. So yes, this project has been in my brain since January, and I've slowly been working on it. Slowly been tracing hearts and cutting them all and filming, and it's going to be an awesome video when it's all done. So you guys make sure you share the video when I get that all edited and done. Yes, I love it. I love the way it came out. And it was totally worth the... I used just regular stencils because my handwriting isn't that great. And this is still a little red. I'm going to fix this. But I am going to go ahead once this paint dries. I might even just... I'm going to spray it with like a finish tomorrow so it doesn't run. And as you can see, I did try drawing it myself with my own handwriting. Like it's on the back of this one. Yeah, that's a note. It didn't turn out very good. I was using like a small paint pen, like a thinner one than this. And I was like, no, that's not going to work. So that was like my, kind of like my, and this is where I did the other stencils just to try it out to make sure it was going to look good and not run. But yeah, if you ever want any type of texture or chalk looking paint, mix a little bit of baking soda and you can just eyeball it with your paint in like a little cup like this, and it looks just like a chalk paint. Especially if you can't find a specific color chalk paint, it works just as well. I mean, it's not going to be chalk, but it does give it that textured look so it doesn't look so like shiny and glossy. And it covers it. It's a little thicker consistency, so it covers it. Test that spray on the back first. Yes, that's what I'm going to do, Mom. I'm going to test it right on the back of this one just to make sure it's going to go with both the paints before I do it. Otherwise, we're not going to have a texture. Or I may have to just Mod Podge that, but I'll have to do the matte finish because I don't want it to just that part to gloss because then it won't look good either. But yes, I'm excited. So that's going to be like the Valentine's Day surprise on Valentine's Day. But like I said, I'm going to keep it up all year, or not all year, all month. And then I have like the azaleas at the bottom. So that's going to incorporate the pink. And I am hoping it's going to be, nice and good to go. So, all right, guys. Well, that is all for me tonight. I just kind of wanted to give you the little sneak peek so you get to see what I'm going to do. I will do that sometime during the day, probably tomorrow when it's still daylight so you guys can see, because I will finish. But I will probably hop on tomorrow night with another craft. Next Tuesday, I will not be doing a live because I have to go to the office. I literally go to my office like once a year. It'll be fun because it's like an hour and a half drive for me now, but it's okay because I only have to go in every so often. So once a year isn't going to kill me. So not too bad. But I'll be on for the, we're going to be starting some Easter and St. Patty's Day crafts. I'm going to definitely get some of those out for you, and we're going to be working on that. Sandra, I got a box coming for you. I just keep stuffing it. So have a lovely evening, everyone. Yes, and you have a great day, Carol. Happy Valentine's Day to you on the other side of the pond. And I hope you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I can't wait. Bye. And, oh, and we gotta do our hearts because we did a heart craft, right? Come on, Facebook. There we go. Yay! All right, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.